in this video, I'm going to go over the exponent property that talks about negative exponents. All right, before we even continue, go ahead and pause the video and copy this down. Welcome back. As you can see, it says x to the power of negative n equals 1 over x to the power of n. And 1 over x to the power of negative n equals x to the power of n. So basically, all you need to know is that you cannot have a negative exponent like as your final answer. If you do, you'll take that base and exponent to the denominator to make it positive. Or if it's already in the denominator, you'll take it up to the numerator to make it positive. Let me show you through some examples. As you can see, the first example says 3 to the power of negative 2. We cannot leave the exponent negative. So in order to make it positive, I'll bring it down to my denominator. All right, let's look at another example right below it. X to the power of negative 12. In order to make that negative 12 positive, I have to bring it down to the denominator. So it'll be 1 over x to the power of 12. And yes, it will always be 1 over whatever when your leading coefficient is 1. All right, now look at the example on the right where it says 1 over x to the power of negative 10. Well, again, you cannot have a negative exponent. So to make that one positive, I'll bring it up to the numerator and make it positive. So therefore, it will be x to the power of positive 10. Look at the example below that. 1 over 5 to the power of negative 7. In order to make that exponent positive, I have to bring it up to the numerator. So it'll be 5 to the power of, 5 to the power of 7. And by the way, these are my final answers. I know I should have said that's it. But let me do these last two examples in green. 1 over x squared. Now, there's another way to rewrite it if we need to change it from a fraction to just a base and exponent. So it can be rewritten as x to the power of negative 2. But this is when you're going to continue to do some more things to it. And same thing with this one. You can rewrite it as 6 to the power of negative 4. But you wouldn't stop right there. You will continue to do whatever you need to do. So I'm not going to circle them. Those are not my final answers. Let's look at an example where you actually have to apply that negative exponent property I just showed you. Let's say you're dividing. And we know when we divide, we subtract our exponents. So when I do 10 minus 15, it equals negative 5. So therefore, this will equal x to the power of negative 5. But you cannot leave it as a negative exponent. So what are you going to change this into? You're right, 1 over x to the power of positive 5. Let's look at that last example. We got 12 divided by 4. Yeah, we know that equals 3. But then we got this 2 minus 3. And we know that 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So technically, we'll have 3x to the power of negative 1. We cannot leave it as a negative exponent. So this is where it's kind of different. Since my coefficient is 3, that will be in the numerator. And then I'll have x to the power of 1 in the denominator. And that's it.